but you can't take it back. Why is that? So, I had changed jobs, and like half the crew is awesome, and the other half is just crap. They don't want to do anything. And I guess if you're the newbie, they got this really great initiation where they all stand around doing nothing and yell out, "You got a customer, you got a customer, you got a customer." I mean, yell it. They'll even chase you around the department and go, "You have a customer," when they're not doing a thing at all. So the other day, I was getting ready to clock out, and I was actually over. I wanted to finish one thing before I left real quick. But no, this joker's yelling at me from the front end going, "You got a customer," and he's not doing a thing. And he comes all the way back there and, "You got a customer." And it's like I'm sitting there going, in my head going, "I don't have any customer. You know? I walk out there, he's not doing a thing. And there was a customer waiting. So, I mean, one, if you have time to yell out, "You have a customer," maybe you should just go wait on them yourselves. But no. So he slips out and disappears. And I got to wait on that customer, next customer, because everybody's gone. And I'm supposed to be clocked out. So, yeah, I get overtime. I get paid great overtime. But I'm late, like every single day. I don't know if there's any day where I got to clock out on time. Because these jokers will pull this stuff on the afternoon shift. And, it's just ridiculous. So, anyway, we had one of our tools that had to be sterilized, and it had already expired on its time, which is $1,000 fine from Board of Health if they catch it. And we have to write the time down on the item of expiration and everything, from cleanup to expiration. And they're really famous for using equipment that's expired. Not a good thing at all. But anyway, so I had cleaned like two of the equipment when I came in because they were really short. It was a whole bunch of people had called in, and so there was only a few of us working at the department. And so I just jump right in there, boom, boom, do what needs to be done, so we're not going to be short in the afternoon. Um, and this joker comes in for the afternoon shift, and he starts kind of wiping the tool down. You can't wipe it. It has to be sterilized in 3 steps and then certified. And then it has to be entered on the company app that it was properly cleaned and dismantled and sterilized. So anyway, he starts doing his little wipe down thing. He never clean it like you're supposed to. He thinks he could just wipe it down and spray it with sterilizer and the party's over. And that's not the way it goes. And so, anyway, uh, he took the initiative to start wiping it down. And so I went in the back and I got a bucket of soap water, scrubby, and some of the proper gloves we have to use, and brought it to him real nicely. And he says, "Oh, and you're gonna clean it?" I said, "Well, no. I mean, I just thought I'd help you out by bringing you your supplies since you'd already started cleaning it." And he's like, "Well, that's not the way it goes, and you don't tell me what to do." Da 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 da. So uh, I went to the boss and I said, "Look, he's trying to play. I'm gonna kind of clean today." And he comes flaming back there and he's like, "I don't like the way she talked to me," and da 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 da. And it's like, I was nice about it. This is a joker yell from across the room at me repeatedly since the day I started. They can't keep new people there. They leave because these people are so vicious and cruel to anybody that's new. Nobody wants to stay. And I get paid really good money. So, you know, yeah. And, I am very honest, open thing with my boss and the superior bosses to that boss. I'm pretty straight up, and I admit if I'm wrong, and I learn something new every day. And so, uh, there's so much to learn all the time. And I want to do the job perfect. I really do. Um, but, it's like when the boss is not around, they just go crazy. So, uh, my boss says, "So, what time was that equipment down?" He says, 2:30. I said, "No, 2:15, because I signed for the item. I signed to start using it and the time and the expiration. And it was already, 2:30. She says, "What time is it now?" 2:30. She says, "Well, it has to be broken down and cleaned properly and sterilized." And he's like, "Well, I don't like the way she gave me orders to do it." And I said, "I didn't give you any orders. You took the initiative to start cleaning it. I brought you the supplies real quick so you wouldn't have to go back and get them. And, I was on my way to lunch. I was just trying to be kind." And my boss looks at him and says, "So it's 2:30 now? Can't use that equipment. It has to be broke down. So you go ahead and finish breaking down and clean it up, sterilize it, and ready, you go to lunch." It's like, "Thank you." And as I'm walking, my boss says, "I will definitely be watching him to make sure he really cleans it." And this guy won't ever clean it. But you can dish it out, but you can't take it. You stand around and yell at me for over a month and give me orders, screaming in front of the customers, and you do absolutely nothing. And then when somebody's nice to you and brings you supplies to do it with, and you get totally offended and think that I should be cleaning it when you already started cleaning it yourself, uh, I was just trying to be helpful. You look at it and say, "Oh no, you do it or something, you know." But I don't like to give people orders. I'm not a manager. So next time you want to dish it out, think about it. If you can't take it, don't dish it out, because you should be able to take it right back. That's a fact. So anybody that's having problems at work with people that like to dish it out, I hope you have a great manager you can report it to, because they need to be stopped, because they drive other employees away. And the whole idea behind business is to make money. You pay people payroll to do their job. If they can't do their job, there's 10 people standing in line want to take that job. And let me tell you, there's a lot of people standing in line who want to take all of our jobs because the pay is real good. It's just that initiation period is just really rough. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. And we'll see how the rest of this day goes. Might get interesting. Let's see if he pulls it again near the time I have to leave, or he dips out. They caught him doing it yesterday, and I wasn't even there. I told him, I said, it's always a half hour, an hour before all that afternoon crew splits and leaves me alone, and I can't get to clock out. And you know what the notice was today from management? No more overtime. And you know what I said? I'm always over the clock because I can't leave. Because I can't leave the department alone. Because everybody takes off without even telling me. They're supposed to tell you if they're going on lunch or break. They just disappear one by one till there's nobody but me. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Don't sweat the small stuff, and don't let them use you up. It's all about those Benjamins, and I'm here to collect them. I love you, everybody. Hope you have a great one.